What's up, Raider Nation? The 2023 NFL schedule just got released. So in today's episode, we're going to be going over the schedule and I'm going to be giving you my prediction. So let's go. Welcome back, guys. If you're new to this channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, hit that like button so you can help me out in the algorithm. And also, if you would like to follow me on any social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, you can follow me all at Raider__Los. So I'm not going to hold you guys any much longer. Let's get straight to it. Our official 2023 schedule has officially been released. And man, I'm excited. First of all, I love to see so many primetime games. We got a few Sunday nighters, we got a few Monday nighters, and we even have a Thursday night game. So that's pretty cool. And also another thing I love to look at is who do we open up the season with. And this year we start off on the road against the Denver Broncos. And the last thing I like to see when I look at a brand new schedule is who do we open up the first 4 weeks against and who do we finish the last 4 weeks. I feel like the first 4 and the last 4 are the most important games of the season. How you start and how you finish. Well, let's get straight to it. Week 1, we go up on the road against the Denver Broncos in Mile High. Now, we know Denver just hired a new coach, Sean Payton, and this is year 2 with Russell Wilson. I don't expect that much of a growth from Russell Wilson. I do think they're going to be better with Sean Payton as their head coach. But as we know, the Raiders have beaten Denver 6 straight times, 3 years in a row. And I think that trend continues. I think even though Jimmy G is his first year with us, I think week 1, we get a dub. Week 2, on the other hand, we're on the road. And we have to travel all the way to Buffalo. Now, historically, the Raiders have had a tough time playing on the East Coast. Buffalo's a great team. I don't think we'll be just ready to play a team of that caliber. So I got us taking the loss, our very first loss of the 2023 NFL season. Week 3, we officially come back home, baby, to Las Vegas to play our home opener against who other? The Steelers. Now, back in the 80s, the Steelers and the Raiders were a great rivalry. They would always meet each other in the playoffs, and more specifically, they would battle it out for the AFC Championship, and usually the winner of that game would go on to win the Super Bowl. But this is 2023, and this year we got Pickett versus Garoppolo. Now, if Garoppolo can continue to stay healthy, now if Garoppolo stays, now that's a home opener, and I expect. Now this is the home opener, and I expect Raider Nation to show up and show out. So with that being said, there's no way we can lose this game. I got us winning again. Now, week 4, we finish off the first quarter of the season against the Los Angeles Chargers, our rival. We go on the road. We go to Los Angeles. Yes, I know that's another home game for us, but for some reason, we have a tough time playing at SoFi. Right now, they are the better team, and I think we take a loss this week. You know, the Chargers are a good team. They've been together for a while now. Their nucleus of Mike Williams, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and they just added Quentin Johnson. So I believe that the Chargers, as of this point, are a better team than us, and they'll beat us that week. So that wraps up the first 4 games. And I got us going 2-2. Now for weeks 5 through 8. Now in these weeks, we got the Packers, Patriots, Bears, and the Lions. So we got the NFC North this year. Week 5 is a Monday night football game against the Green Bay Packers, and they come to town. But this time, they don't got Aaron Rodgers. They're playing with Jordan Love. And at the end of the day, I think it comes out to who's got the better quarterback, because I think we're both very evenly matched on the defensive side of the ball. And I got us winning this game. I don't think Jordan Love comes into Vegas and beats us. Usually, when we play against an unknown opponent, like a first-year quarterback. Yes, I know Jordan Love's not in his first year, but when we play against a quarterback that we're not very similar with, they usually give us a hard time, and I think that trend continues, but we still get the dub. Somehow, some way, we win on Monday night, against the Packers. So week 6, guys, we got the New England Patriots, and they come to town. And I expect this to be a good chess game. These two teams know each other very well. We got a lot of their coaches on our sideline. We got a lot of their ex-players on our sideline. Josh McDaniels helped coach Mac Jones, and he also helped coach Jimmy Garoppolo, hence him being a Las Vegas Raider now. So with the Patriots coming to town, I expect us to get that dub. The first time we win back-to-back games. Now the following week, week 7, we got the Chicago Bears, but we travel to Chicago. And yes, I know we're the better team, but we're going to a cold weather city, the Windy City. And historically, when the Raiders have to travel and they have a game where they could clearly win, which I think this is a game that the Raiders should clearly win, but every team goes through a bad game. They don't show up that day. And I think this is going to be the day that the Raiders don't show up in Chicago. So with that being said, I got us losing. And our next opponent, the Detroit Lions, week 8. And in this game, we go to Detroit on a Monday night. So it's going to be a primetime game. You know, it's going to be packed in Detroit. I feel like it's going to be really close. I think this is going to be a very evenly matched game. Us in Detroit, we're about the same. We don't have a great defense, but we don't have the worst defense. Same with the offense. They got some weapons in Amos St. Brown. Jameson Williams will be back by this point. So with that being said, I got us winning a really close game in Detroit on Monday night. So that was weeks 5 through 8. And like I was saying earlier, we got to look at the whole season in 4 quarters. And that was the second quarter of the season. That would give us 5-3 going into week 9. This is the meat of the schedule. These are our toughest games. If we want to make the playoffs, these are our go-to games. We have to win. So weeks 9 through 13 is the second half of the season. And this year we get a bye week really late in the season, week 14 to be exact. To start off the second half of the season, in week 9, we got the New York Jets coming to town. Aaron Rodgers. And by this time, Aaron Rodgers will be fully acclimated to his football team. And the Jets have a far better defensive team. And quite frankly, I think they're going to be the better team at this point, and I think they're going to give us a loss. This game is a Sunday night football game, so the lights are going to be on bright. They're going to be shining in Vegas, but I don't think we got what it takes to beat the New York Jets at this time, so we suffer a loss. Week 10, we play another New York team in Vegas again. Now, this is a team we should beat, the New York Giants, but the Raiders are going to slip up, have another Raider game, again, lose to opponent that I think we should win, and we're going to take another loss. That would be 2 straight losses. In week 11, we got to go on the road all the way to Miami, and Miami is a really good team. If Tua is still healthy by then and playing, I don't see the Raiders beating Miami, going all the way across the country and beating a Miami team. That's not going to happen. I got the Raiders losing again for the 3rd straight week. And in week 12, we play our rival Kansas City Chiefs. Even though it's at home, Kansas City has our number, guys, and I just don't see no way in hell of us beating Kansas City this year. We're definitely not ready on the defense. We did not do enough to improve that secondary or that linebacker core. I think we're still a year behind of catching Kansas City, so I got us taking a loss. Now that does it for the 3rd quarter of the season, and week 13 is a bye. So how did we do in weeks 9 through 12? We went 0-4. Now, like I said, that was a very important part of the season, and we played 4 good teams. 3 of those teams are going to be fighting for a playoff spot in our conference, and quite frankly, I don't think we're ready to play against those teams, and I think we're going to lose every single one of those. Now, when we come back from the bye, we still got 5 games left. I got the Raiders at 5-7. Now, we know they'll probably still be in the hunt by this time. We'll all be with our fingers crossed, hoping that we can make the playoffs. If a 10-win team could make it, maybe we can get in. But let's see how we finish off the season. In week 14, after the bye, we play the Minnesota Vikings at home. Now, if we were traveling to Minnesota, I would have automatically thought we were going to lose. But the NFL did us a favor and let us play at home right after a bye. And I think the Raiders are going to be very focused. Josh McDaniels' job is going to be on the line. And we're going to come out with a victory. So I got the Raiders winning against the Vikings. Now, week 15, we got our rivals, Los Angeles Chargers, coming to town. Now, in this point of the season, we'll be 6-7, and I think this game will be very important to us. We will have to win against our rival Chargers. Usually when the Chargers come to Vegas, we could beat them. You know, we usually split the series with the Chargers, and I think this is the game where we get the dub. So I got the Raiders beating the Chargers in week 15. Now, week 16 is a Christmas Day game. We play on Monday. We play the first of 3 games on Monday. Christmas Day, that is. And we're playing against the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. With all those things being said, with the light shining brightest on us to watch on Monday morning while we're opening gifts, you know we're going to get our asses kicked. So with that being said, I got the Raiders losing bad in Kansas City on Christmas Day. Hopefully we get a Christmas treat and get a dub, but I doubt it. Now week 17, we got the Indianapolis Colts coming to town, a team that is going to have a new quarterback in Anthony Richardson, and they got a new coach. So I don't think that they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league, and we're going to really need this win. And I don't see no way, no shape or form of Indy coming into Vegas and beating us. So with that being said, I got the Raiders winning this game. Now at this point of the season, we will either be 8-9, 9-8, around that area, or even 7 wins. But nevertheless, we got the Broncos coming to town on the last game of the season. And just like in the first game of the season, we don't lose to the Broncos. In the last game of the season, we will not lose to Denver. So with that being said, I got the Raiders beating the Denver Donkeys and sweeping them for the 4th straight year. Now, guys, with my predictions, I have the Raiders going 9-8. Best case scenario, I got the Raiders going 10-7. I don't see us winning 11 or 12 games. Not even if we get guys like Marcus Peters or Devin White. No way in hell will those guys make a dramatic difference. I think our ceiling is 11 wins. I think that's even pushing it. I think it's 10 wins. But our floor, it could be 5 or 6 wins, depending on Jimmy G. If he goes out early in the season, I don't see us winning that many games. So like I said, guys, I got us going 9-8, missing out on the playoffs. Hopefully we could win one of those games where I say we play like Raiders and have a fluke, but until they prove me wrong, I just don't see it. I don't see us winning those gimme games. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree with me, or what is your prediction on the season? What do you think we're gonna do, and if we will make the playoffs? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. And until next time, peace.